Hello friends, how are you this evening? I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to come to you very quickly to talk to you a little bit about confidence. And most importantly, I want to talk about the confidence that I have in the statements that I make on this vlog and on my blog and on the Spotify, and the statements that I have made in the book. Everything that I say is a combination of esoteric knowledge, meaning the spirit tells me. I have a clairvoyance. I have a sixth sense about certain things. And when I do, I then research and I find cold, hard evidence. The combination of both of those things gives me enough confidence to make the statements that I make. And if you've been following along here, or if you read the book, you will know that I have very few allies in life. As a matter of fact, up until my grandmother was taken, she was the only one. And everybody kind of knew that I didn't trust any of them or want to be around them. And I don't mean like everybody in my family. I just mean like my immediate family, like my mother, father, grandmother. Those are the three people that were the most influential, obviously, in my life. And the other two, my mother and father, were never, ever a factor for me. And so when she was taken away, I was left with nobody. And I have gone through an extraordinarily torturous, I don't even know what to call it, a torturous time since she was taken from me. And I have had absolutely no one to even talk to about it. The only outlet I've ever had was writing the book. I came back to my family after 5 years, and the gentleman who read the book first, which is my aunt's husband, and my aunt were the only people that really even asked me about what happened. And nobody else even asked me what I was doing, or asked me if I was okay. They didn't ask me if I needed any sort of help mentally. They did not do anything like that. They never even asked me how I felt about my grandmother, anything. I guess everybody just assumed that my life doesn't matter because my mother is of that energy. She has no respect for my life, and she never did. And that energy is very, very strong, and it influences everybody who I come in contact with. And so because of that, I have been a loner my whole life. And one would have to safely assume that somebody who is all by themselves, who has made it this far in as good of a shape as I've made it, and I'm not just talking about physically, has to have some support coming from somewhere. And that is the spirit realm. It is not necessarily the God of this place, because I do not and never have thought of the God of this place as a father or as a positive influence. He is more in line with the devil. It's the devil and God, and then there is Jesus and the Holy Ghost. Jesus tried to come and bring the Holy Ghost, and God tried to kill him the entire time, and he finally got him at 33 when he had him executed. And the Holy Ghost has really not been able to shine here on earth until now, which is why at the end of this simulation, it will be the end of the monotheistic framework and the slave mentality that this planet has been under when this God introduced sin and death into the design. That was his thing. Sin and death was not part of it until he did this. But I'm not going to digress on that. We'll get back to that later. But my knowledge does come from the spirit. My protection comes from the spirit. And my confidence comes from the spirit as well. And in the book, I don't name any specific names. I don't ever say anybody's names. I call them stuff like Tweedledum and Tweedledee. I use the names of some of the actors, their most popular movies or television shows that they were on, stuff like that. But I know for a fact that the director that I mentioned in the other video, Robert Iger from the Disney Corporation, and Robert Kraft from the New England Patriots, all colluded together. Steven Spielberg, Robert Kraft, and Robert Iger all colluded together to attack my life on many, many levels. And because of that, I have absolutely no problem outing them. And if any of them had a problem with me outing them, they could confront me to my face and see what happens. And see if they get anywhere near me. and see if any of their tricks work this time. They only worked the first time to trap those motherfuckers, and now they can't leave. Now they're in my vice. Would you believe the camera cut off and I forgot what I was saying? Anyway, so if you come across any of the videos and I call somebody out or I curse somebody out or I threaten to smash somebody's face in, just know these people are very stupid and they're very, very arrogant. They have some of the biggest egos, the smallest brains, and the smallest dicks on the planet. They are perverts and they are POSs. Pieces of shit. And they are losers, and the type of person that would molest a child is not intellectually very intelligent. So not only do these people lack emotional intelligence, they lack intellectual acumen, because if they had it, they would not be preying on young people. And so I do not fear them. If I could see them eye to eye and face to face, each and every one of them, I would. And I know they wouldn't want to see me, and I would handle them accordingly. And I obviously wouldn't even have to use my fist or anything else for that matter. And I want everybody to know that with the utmost confidence, particularly those people. You are nothing compared to me. You couldn't lick the dirt off of the bottom of my shoe. And I know that probably turns at least 2 of you on, but fuck you either way. All right, friends, that's all I have to say. Thank you very much. Love you. Bye.